Alright people, at Troy's request I'm going to do a video about IKEA because it's every Coloradoan's favorite shopping experience. So let's start. I'm going to start out by simulating the 6-mile walk from the parking lot because it's that fucking big. And you finally get here, the grand old fucking ingång, which apparently is a Swedish word for entrance. Now you go up your giant escalators, and you can get your horse meat meatballs here in the food section, along with really shitty coffee and a bunch of imitation Swedish food that is really bad. Here we have Carl, the hooded monkey, wearing a jacket, who squeaks and waves at you. Hi, Carl. We'll get to children's IKEA, also known as the fucking daycare, apparently, because everybody's fucking kids are here while they go shop. God. So you gotta climb over all the climbing kids. And start, get over here and you can start your shopping experience. Except everything is in fucking Swedish and you don't know what it says. So before you start this adventure, stop in the giant septic pit, because you're gonna be here all day. We'll start our journey with the storage for BDSM stuff you don't want your grandma to see, and or guns, whatever it is you have. Continue our journey to the beds full of nasty sleeping hobos that only college students would really buy. Then you got your beds for homos, because they're all foofy and frilly and shit. And keep going. You got your white people section, also known as office shit. You two can have your very own home cardboard office. And keep going. You have a bunch of people walking in reverse, because they apparently passed one of the 9,000 displays that they need to look at closer. So you got to get through them. Get to your displays of ideal metrosexual modern housing that you don't really care for, but it's cool because they do it in Europe, so now we do it. Keep going. Got your dining for people that can afford food and or stand spending time with their family. And you got all your chairs, sofas, and beanbags you need to fulfill that experience. Here we got Carl, again, wave at him. Bunch of lost old people. We get to the kitchen section for bitchy, naggy housewife ingrates, and this is where you will spend most of your money. Always, you will need a shitty lamp, too. So break the bank here, and then keep going through a bunch of shitty broken displays, and you get your second chance at going to the septic tank. You get your cheap paper measuring tapes so you can appropriately buy things that will fit the size of your house, even though they're probably incorrect and or in some weird metric system that we don't use. You got your ghost employees, and they're called that because they disappear as soon as you need one. Always. More bad assembly instructions. And keep going here. The living room sections that are full of people fucking off because they left their kids in fucking daycare. Thank you so much. Gets more gay frilly shit. You got your living room section. You can arrange for storage of dead bodies, whatever it is you need to hide. A sea of people with one small useless thing in a big fucking cart, taking up all the space, as you prepare your descent to hell, aka the lower floor. Once we get to our lower floor, hi Carl. You got Martha fucking Stewart and your homemaking / housewife / non-single dude cooking shit. It's actually kind of expensive, even though it's IKEA. So you'll buy a bunch of stuff, you'll never actually cook with it. More ghost employees. Textiles for bored married dads, so they can build stuff they don't actually need to get away from their families. Through the shitty imported Indian rug section. And you have your first random 6-mile tunnel. You gotta, post-suicidal husbands here or whatever. You continue on your journey to have bathroom stuff you don't need, and a bunch of lost tourists who thought that IKEA is a place to actually see, not really a giant warehouse store. So they're all lost. You got your $1 section with really cheap but durable batteries. It's like $3 for 10 of these things, and they're fucking awesome. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the only reason I go to IKEA. Got your home organizing, because your kids fuck up or lose everything, and your spouse buys too much useless shit. Continue on to the lighting section to set the mood for middle-class pill popping and college living. And once you've trekked through this whole lower floor, you get to the entrance to the self-serve section. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where your IKEA journey concludes. Here we have our shitty self-serve furniture hell pit full of look-alike boxes all labeled in fucking Swedish. Good luck finding what you actually need. We got a deep abyss bordering both sides of this shithole, and you trek through shit, shitty shit, and cheap-ass shitty broken wholesale shit. Finally, you get to your final shitty $1 section. And then, Jesus Christ, finally, you can spend all your money, carry out more stuff than will actually fit in your car, and run. If you're lucky, it's only a 6-mile walk back to where you started. And if you're stupid, you left on the wrong side of the fucking store. This means you have a 12-mile walk. Good luck carrying all your shit, because now you get to go home and build it all by your damn self. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is IKEA.